afternoon, my name is Dafne and the assignment was to talk about someone who I admire, and I'm going to talk about Carlos Fuentes. I don't know if someone knows about him.
He's a writer.
Yes. Well, here is the agenda. First of all, I'm going to tell you who is Carlos Fuentes Macias. After that, I will talk about his childhood and early life, his career, the major works, awards, and achievements he did, and why I admire him. This is his signature. Well, Carlos Fuentes Macias was a Mexican diplomatic, novelistic, and critic people in the country. The one curious, how do you say that? Fact is that he was born in Panama in 1928, but because of his father's work, he always lived in some countries of Latin America. But he always said that the country that he loved was Mexico, and here he did a lot of his achievements, and here he did his career. He wants to study. He was an enthusiastic person that loves to read, and he wants to study something of this literature. But his father told to him that he has to study some legal career, and he studied law in UNAM. As I said, in his childhood, he lived in some countries of Latin America, but he learned English in Washington, D.C. for the further works. After that, he came to Mexico. He studied, as I say, law and other things, and he started to write in in the newspaper of the school. And after this, he tried to write in other newspaper and write books. In 1970, he was ambassador of Mexico in France, and one fact that it interests me is that he was opposed to the government of Gustavo Díaz Ordaz, and what does Gustavo Díaz Ordaz wants is to hire him, but one characteristic of Carlos Fuentes was that he always tried to get equal rights to everybody. And in career, well, Fuentes entered the diplomatic service in 1950 in Spain. He was ambassador, and in France in 1970. And his major works, well, his first book was Aura, one of them. He was recognized in the United States for his book Gringo Viejo. It was one of the best-seller books in that country. And in his life, he had 2 kids, but both of them died. And after all, those Carlos and Silvia now are dead.